SF, Dry Chapter 1. 1. Iris. A bead of delicious perspired saline collected at the base of my chin, which I was lucky enough to just reach with the end of my tongue. Grateful for this opportunity, I gazed up at the suns and feebly tugged at my steel arm restraints, attempting to motion towards the sky in thanks. I missed the days when there were days, and the old sun would revolve around me, allowing me to sleep peacefully. Each time we sleep we die, and we are reborn anew when the sun makes its return, was something that I had heard once in a former life. The thought used to terrify me, would I really die in my sleep every night? Now I realize that the little death of sleep is an appetizer, a brief respite between the periods of unbearable pain and agony. Though the suns never set and my gaze is always directed in their direction, I still manage to drift to die a little every so often, if for no other reason than the intense exhaustion from hanging upon my steel pedestal. However, while in my death my skin will occasionally grow brittle from the heat and crack and slough off of my body, waking me and providing me with a forceful rebirth. Far below me, collected in the sand around the pole, is a small mound of skin and hair which has been interspersed in the ground. This process isn't all bad, the baking of my body will occasionally create a somewhat pleasant smell. This smell, however, makes me hungry and reminds me of the lavish meals I once ate in the city. The sustenance I receive now is pumped through a tube which is inserted down my throat. I can feel as it slowly trickles food and water into my gullet, keeping me just alive enough to be tortured as long as my body will allow. This tube serves a dual purpose. The first is the aforementioned necessities of life, and the other is to prevent me from biting my tongue and finally entering the long sleep. The creators of the contraption to which I am harnessed truly thought of every conceivable possibility. The restraints around my arms and legs are rounded and tight enough such that I couldn't cut myself on them or bleed from them in any meaningful manner. Every so often, how long the intervals are varies, as I've deduced from timing them on many occasions, a surveyor will pass below me and measure vitals to ensure that my body has what it needs to continue imprisoning me here. I am always alerted to their presence as the pedestal will vibrate as the surveyor makes its way past. There is no solace in the presence of other life here, however. Others in a similar predicament to me are held not too far away, and are hidden by giant mirrors which prevent me from seeing them. To either side of me I assume there are more, but my head is restrained such that I can only see directly ahead of me and up towards the suns.